Hey parents, I am so excited to share RAZ Kids with you today. RAZ Kids is one of my favorite uh, applications that we use for online learning. It's going to be required homework for you, so it's really important that you know how to use it well. So here I am going to share it with you so you can see what it looks like. All right, so what you're seeing now is if you go to razkids.com, this is like the first page you'll see. You're going to click this green button here that says Kids Login, and it will take you to this page. If you've logged in before, it should probably have your teacher down here. Regardless of who is your homeroom teacher, we as a kindergarten team are sharing the login. So you are going to type in egreenwood9 and press go. It will bring up all of the students' names for you here. You're going to choose your student, obviously. It should be the beginning of your student's school email. I actually made up an imaginary student for us to go in and see what theirs looks like. So I'm going to choose them, and your password is going to be Eagle 2020, and you can check and see that that's what it says, and go. All right, so when you go in, this is normally what your RAZ Kids is going to look like, okay? I'm going to share several features with you today. The first one is, let's go ahead and look at my stats down here. You'll start with 0, but actually once you go into the star zone, it'll automatically give you 500 stars to spend. So it has the overall stats here. Obviously, this student hasn't done anything yet, so there's nothing there yet. But you also have badges that you can work towards, and those will, and you'll be able to collect stars as you complete those, okay? Reading. It's going to tell you how many current reads and how many completed activities that your student has done. It's also going to show you your level up status. We'll talk about that a bit more just in a minute. Okay, so that was my stats. You can also go to messages. I got one for opening the avatar builder. You get 500 stars automatically. So obviously in the corner you can go back to home. Here's the star zone. This is the avatar builder. You don't want your student to spend the majority of their time here. You want your student to be spending the majority of their time reading books while they're on RAZ Kids, but this can be a good motivator. Once they've earned some stars, you can add different characteristics or different clothing styles to your avatar. There are different things you can buy, and this can help with number sense and having to earn, spend, and save money, that they won't be able to have enough to buy everything, but they want to choose what's the priority for them. So they have different pants, and then you can go back, and hats, all sorts of accessories, shirts, wigs, facial features, different glasses and bedazzling things. That is pretty much the avatar builder. You can also go to RAZ Rocket and essentially decorate this room right here. That's your rocket room. You can look out the window, and I think you can add some things out there. And you can, if you click it again, it'll go back to the room. Here is where you click if you want to buy different RAZ Rocket catalog. It has different furniture and things you can decorate your place with. Again, it has the prices there, so you can choose to buy it or not. So if we go back to our home page, the more important things is the level up and the reading room, okay? Level up is you're going to have to complete all of these books, well, your student, and so how they do that is they're just going to click on one, and you can see that I already have a bookmark here because I've already started listening to this book, but I didn't complete it, and I started reading this book, but so it has the bookmark, but I haven't completed it. So if I click on this, it actually has saved the page number that I was on before. So I can play that, or I can go back to the beginning. So listening, it's going to read it for you. You can click through the pages, or you can pause the audio if you need to step away and do something. This is basically what you can be showing to your students. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you do complete it, then you can click the done button. It will give you a reward earned. I listened to my first book. Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. You know, definitely celebrate that with your students, and you get 10 stars, okay? So it's going to prompt you to go to the next thing. Now that you've listened to it, why don't you try reading it on your own? If you also love the book, you can give it a heart up here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and read it really quickly. This is something that you want to be watching your students, make sure they're not just flipping through the pages, because you can easily do that. One function that I want to point out to you, and this will be homework, is right here. There is a microphone button, and that is where students record themselves reading the book. And I, as the teacher, and the other kindergarten team members can listen to your student as they're reading, and will be able to see the page that they're reading, so that we can see if they're on track, what mistakes they're making, and how they're making those mistakes, what they need help with, and we can help you as parents also know how to encourage your student to be reading. Okay, so these other drawing tools and notes and journal, you don't really need those. If there's something specific that you're having trouble with, that you don't know how to help your student, and you want our feedback, you can use those functions, and we'll be able to see that for you. Okay, so we complete, we press done right here. And again, it will celebrate 50 stars. Excellent. So now you can see that these icons have changed from gray with a bookmark to green. So that is completed, and you can see up here I have 42 tasks left. So you're all going to start out on a level AA, and you're working towards a level A. And so you have to listen to and read every single one of these books. And if you go back to the main page, if you look at my stats, then you'll be able to see your badges. One has been completed, and your level up reading score. I have 2 out of 44 completed here. Okay, going back to home, I want to show you the reading room. The reading room is amazing. First of all, we have popular books. So that's going to be the popular books that are most enjoyed, that are on the level of what has been assigned to them. Then you can also have the favorites category there. You know your students, so help your student choose books that will be of interest to them. We want students to love learning. So you can go to different topics and read about animals and insects, whatever you desire. These are the leveled books. So as you can see, it's going to allow your student to read the level that they're assigned to, and 2 levels above the level they're assigned to. And that will be more challenging for them, but if it's a book that they really are motivated to read, then we definitely want to encourage that. And it has a lot of the same books here in the reading room as well. So you can look through those. Early learning, if your student is struggling with a certain letter, for example, I'd encourage you to go to the letter book and have them think about things that start with that letter and the sound the letter makes. There are some favorite characters that you'll see recurring throughout the levels. They have different topic books. If you like nonfiction, fiction, we also have Spanish books. If you speak Spanish and your family speaks Spanish and you want your student to be learning in Spanish, please, please, please have them read in Spanish. That is amazing. Absolutely, we want them to do that for sure. One really cool function that I saw here was poems and songs. So if your student is struggling with rhyming things, then you definitely want them to be listening to these. Unfortunately, I was hoping that they would have the nursery rhymes more as a song. They're not, but you can absolutely read that to your student, and once your student gets familiar with how it sounds, they can read more fluently. So reading repetition is good. There is a few reading songs here. For example, if it says specifically a song at the end. It is actually a song, so we'll go ahead and listen to that just a short bit. Um, and it'll prompt your student to click the next page. All right, there you have it. That is hopefully a good summary for you. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention about the levels. Right now, your student is starting on a double A. By the end of kindergarten, we want them reading at a level E or F. That would be amazing. If they get to a level F, your first grade teachers will be so happy with you. You'll have made their work a lot easier. If we get to a level D, that's A-okay, that's our goal. So absolutely, you want your children to be motivated to be reading. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'm going to stop the share and